All right, first tonight, some relief down in southwestern Colorado. Those mandatory evacuations in Pagosa Springs are being lifted just as we come on the air after those floods forced hundreds of people from their homes for days. I'm glad you're with us. Glad we have some good news for you this Tuesday evening. I'm Shannon Ogden.
And I'm Jessica Porter. And Denver 7's been tracking this story from the start after evacuations were ordered in Archuleta and La Plata counties over the weekend. Days of relentless rain sent the San Juan River surging over its banks. Officials say it rose more than 12 feet, flooding homes and businesses. While water levels are dropping now, officials warn the town isn't in the clear just yet. We have live team coverage for you tonight. Meteorologist Stacey Donaldson is tracking the chance for more rain on the way.
We begin with Denver 7's Maggie Wilansky in Pagosa Springs as those evacuations are lifted. Great news, but that river is still roaring, Maggie.
Jessica and Shannon, while those mandatory evacuations are lifted, I do want to show you just what the San Juan River looks like. Right now I'm standing on one of those bridges, and I really wanted to show you this bird's eye view here. We can just see how strong the river is. It is roaring, and it's been roaring all day. It is loud, it is moving quickly, and it is strong. You can even see over here parts of the river have moved into this grassy area. Now, I spent my day out in the community hearing how they're doing and how they are handling this historic flooding.
This is a great place for relaxation, a great retreat for people.
The Springs Resort is now spilling over with water.
We currently have 10 pools that are underwater.
As the San Juan River rose in the early morning hours on Tuesday from excessive rainfall.
What you have here is obviously the river has jumped its banks.
David Harris, Pagosa town manager, says some of the properties damaged from the flooding include the Springs Resort, along with the river center and public infrastructure.
We have a broken sewer pipe. We know that we have other infrastructure issues. We can start putting together a long-term and a more long-term plan to fix that.
Locals look out on the river.
It's kind of insane seeing how close we got to the river and how high it can get.
And document the hot springs.
When it's reached the stairs up to the pool, it's unreal. So I'm gonna make calendars and postcards, and once I can figure out how to get it on my computer.
But this is more than just a place to soak.
Because that pond right there has goldfish in it that have been a part of this team in this community for 20 plus years.
Well, we couldn't spot these fish. We're told they just keep swimming.
They moved on over towards that wall over that way where there's geothermal water. They huddled up in a big ball and stayed warm over there.
With the river rising, there's a lot of mud and dirt coming in here. But here at the resort, they've got a team of 15 to 20 people hard at work.
I've been here 30 years and I've never seen it this high, ever. So it's probably double what it's ever been.
I haven't been counting them, but I think we've gone through about 12 buckets so far.
A controlled cleanup.
Handful after handful and shovel after shovel.
That comes from the heart.
And this place is my childhood, and I'm happy to help rebuild it.
A new chapter for Pagosa Springs.
This is like history.
This is crazy. It's wild living through more historical events.
With the community front and center.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we're divided people right now, but in times of danger and of uncertainty, we come together.
This is one of those situations where you roll with the punches, you come together as a team, you come together as a family, and you just strive and you get through all of this.
Probably as full as it's getting.
This will be a memory for everybody.
Our Denver 7 weather team has been tracking what's coming into southwest Colorado, and we know the Archuleta County Sheriff's Office warns community members here about this change in weather happening tomorrow, and if the shelter here will be on standby in case it's needed to open. Live in Pagosa Springs, Maggie Wilansky, Denver 7.
Surely ready to be a distant memory. Maggie, thanks. And today the governor issued a disaster declaration to help with cleanup. Governor Polis said state agencies are working right now to assess the damage.
We're also actively engaged in surveillance, drones, and aerial resources like helicopters that are available to start surveying the damage to make sure we can get the claims processed.
Governor Polis says 20,000 Coloradans have been affected by these floods. And I checked just before we came on the air. The governor says there have been no requests for National Guard support yet, but he says the state is ready to deploy. if that need comes up. Stacey Donaldson's been tracking all this since it began.
And Stacey, water levels are dropping, but they're not out of the woods yet. What do the next 24 hours look like for these communities?
It does look like we'll see scattered showers as we head through the rest of tonight and into tomorrow, but we need to get those river levels down. So the good news is we're on the tail end of the worst of this, but we still have flood watches in effect for southern Colorado till midnight tonight, flood warnings in effect through tomorrow afternoon, and that's as we wait for those levels to come down. But in the last 24 hours, on top of about 4 to 6 inches of rain we already had over the weekend, 2.8 just outside Pagosa Springs, the city of Pagosa, 2.3 inches, and 1.5 for Durango Airport. So quite a bit of rain just in the last 24 hours. We will see a few more scattered thunderstorms here into southern Colorado as we go into early tomorrow. Things should die off as we get into the afternoon and evening though, and then we are going to see a cold front come in from the west and northwest, and we're going to see some changes on the way. But tonight, mostly clear skies here in Denver and overnight lows in the upper 40s. We'll talk more about the extended forecast coming up.